The Beats Fit Pro are definitely Beats' most complete take at wireless earbuds yet, and in some ways they're their version of the AirPods Pro. But there are some important differences that might even make these better than AirPods Pro. So let's look at the fit and design first. They definitely have a lot better fit than AirPods Pro, and that's because of their wingtip design that keeps them in your ear much better. And that's of course because these are workout headphones mainly aimed at you wearing them while you're doing sports, so that means that they have to stay in your ear pretty firmly, and that's definitely an advantage over AirPods Pro. They're also pretty small compared to other Beats headphones, especially to things like the Beats Pro, which are pretty big. These are still very comfortable headphones though, and they come with different tip sizes to fit different sizes of ears. What I don't like about them is that the case doesn't feel that sturdy. The lid wiggles side to side a bit, which doesn't feel that premium, especially for headphones that cost this much. I also think that the purple color isn't really that purple, it's more of a pinkish purple tone, and the fact that these look a bit more pink is definitely something you should be aware of if you're looking at the purple color online. Though I like that there are different colors available because AirPods Pro only come in white. They also have the same automatic EQ feature as AirPods Pro, so you can just put them in your ear and have them adjust their sound to your ear shape automatically. What I also noticed is that the noise cancelling on these is definitely very great. It keeps background noise out very well. There's also a transparency mode, just like AirPods Pro, so you can long press one of the earbuds to hear everything around you, which is very useful if you're having a conversation and you don't want to take your earbuds out. It is important though that while the microphones for noise cancelling might be very good at filtering out noises, the ones for calls aren't that nice, so taking calls with these definitely isn't the greatest experience for the person at the other end. They have about 24 hours of battery life, which is 18 hours in the case and 6 in the earbuds themselves, so you can charge them up about 3 times with the case. And I think that's definitely a very good metric. Despite this, the case is also small enough to fit into your pocket, which I think is very nice. And they also charge over USB-C and not Lightning, which I think is very useful, not only for Android users, but also for Apple people who also have MacBooks and iPads that charge over USB-C. So I think it's a nice thing that they chose USB-C and not Lightning for them to charge. What is not that nice though is that these don't feature wireless charging, which I think is a bit of an oversight, especially with headphones that are this expensive. The controls are the exact same ones you came to know from any iPod headphones for the past 20 years. So pressing once plays or pauses the music, and double tapping or triple tapping skips forward and back. And if you hold down, you can either activate noise cancelling or transparency mode, or what I think is very useful is that you can also switch this up to adjust the volume. So holding down on one earbud takes the volume up, and on the other one, it takes the volume down. Normally you can control these the same way as you do AirPods within the control center on your iOS device. But what is very nice is that there is also an Android app available that allows you to adjust most of these settings on your Android device as well, so you don't have to be limited to adjusting settings on an iOS device, which is very useful if you don't have an iPhone, for example. It's important to note though that things like spatial audio only work on iOS devices and not on Android. You simply can't turn that on an Android phone. Though I think that spatial audio is definitely a very nice feature. It sounds very nice and the effect is definitely very convincing. It's definitely a lot better than the earlier implementations of this virtual surround experience, and I was actually pretty surprised that it sounds this good. Speaking of sound, these do definitely have a Beats-like sound signature. That means that bass is definitely a bit overpowered, though not as much as on past Beats headphones, and mids and highs are definitely a bit underpowered compared to that. So these aren't the most detailed headphones ever. Though I think that the sound quality is definitely still very nice and doesn't take away from the experience. Lastly, of course, we have the price. And these are pretty similar in price to the AirPods Pro, though I think because of the launch price being pretty similar to the price that AirPods Pro sell for now, these could probably go down in price over the next couple of months to make them cheaper. And I think for that, these are definitely not a bad buy. They have most of the same features as AirPods Pro, except for the wireless charging case, and all of that while working better with Android devices, which might be important for some people who may have a Mac or an iPad, but an Android smartphone. And they also fit better in your ears while working out, which I think is also definitely a plus if you use these as workout headphones as well. So if you're looking at AirPods because you really like all of their features, but you want something that stays in your ear better, maybe works better with Android devices as well, while still having all of the great iOS integration that you get with a Mac or with an iPad, then these are definitely a great pickup. Just know that if you only use them with an Android device and you can't make use of features like spatial audio or the great integration with iOS, then there are other options available that might be cheaper while still giving you the same experience on Android. If you enjoyed this video, you know which buttons to press, and don't forget to press that follow button on Twitter. I'm Brian, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.